Hello, hello. I say this every time, but it feels like it's been a long time every time. Alrighty. I was making sure all my levels are good. Hello, hello. Oh my god, it's been like forever. It's been like 6 days, but it does feel like a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like I don't know how long the stream's gonna last. I'll be real, but I was like, hey, I wanna hang out. I wanna hang out. That was kind of oh god. That's kind of my whole thing. Oh man. What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah. I have some things to yap about. I have uh, hi Bach. Happy lunch. Happy time zone. Happy lunch. Thanks for the head pats. Also, congrats on getting first, per usual. Oh man. Man, I had like if any of y'all were hanging out in English streams earlier today, such as me right now, um, I like at about like an hour or two ago, like I had like this like awful migraine. I was like, oh man, I don't know if I can stream. I'm like in here with the lights off. I was just listening to Inkley stream, and like I was like, oh no. But now we're good. I took medicine. I took a little nap to nap it off. I will say. Oh, I need to grab water. That'd be a. No, I have some. Okay, found some. Um, like my configuration, in is like ideal for like falling asleep. I would say in the way that it like it gets my body temperature to the. There's like like ideal sleeping temperature, and like my body gets there. My body gets there with the configuration I got. It gets there so quickly. So I pass out against my will really quickly. Like, oh god, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I kind of just accidentally kept on falling asleep because I was like, oh, I could sleep in today. And so I woke up at like the time I'd usually wake up to go to work, and then I was like, just like in and out of sleep for like a good bit there, and that's kind of how I spent my morning yesterday. Then like, I mean, today was kind of the same thing, but I did get up, and then it was like the migraine, and I was kind of just in and out of sleep. It was more of that situation, but yeah. But yeah, oh my god, maybe it's TMI, but I had like so my humidifier broke, and I was like, ugh. It's fine. And then like God, it was like Thursday or Friday that I had this like long bloody nose, and I've gotten bloody nose quite a lot, which is why I use like a humidifier. Like and like I literally was like, I have not had one this bad in such a long time. This is awful. I hate this. How did I live like this before? And then I found out, and then my humidifier was broken. I was like, I guess the problem that I thought wasn't gonna be a problem is a problem right now. What's happening? I told you guys before that my dog's like emergency hideout. Her little panic room is under my desk, and I don't know why she's hanging out under my desk right now. I'm not quite sure what there is to panic about. Because normally it's like noises outside, but there are no noises outside. There's no panic. There's no reason to panic. I don't know. Should we hit the doodles? Might as well hit the doodles. Let me plug my thing in real quick. My desk is so unbelievably cluttered. What color in cigarette? Okay. So I am working on a couple of things. Um the Baymax Fugi I showed you guys like last week is like it was a temporary doodle, let's call it. So now that I know what my Fugi to look like, I'm going to change that Fugi to make it look more in line with the main one I would use. And now time to flip to it. There we go. Oh, I should... Wait, where's chat? Is chat just like gone now? No way. No, chat's over here. Why is chat over here? Why did I reconfigure this? Hold on, pause. I'm confused. What's this then? What's that? What am I clicking? What's after like? That's down here. Hey, Mito. Oh, hello, tracking. Hi. I'm trying to figure out why my shit's all messed up right now. I'm like genuinely hella confused. Like, I do not know why chat's over there. Has chat always been over there? Real question. Where is chat? On my thing here. There it is. I need to change that. There we go. When did I change this? What happened? Where are we indeed? Who am I? I don't know why you guys were like down like over here. Who moved you there? Like who did that? That's a lock. That's a lock for me. I did used to be on the right for a lot of things, but that was when I was like PNG. Now I hang out here over left. I will say, because my ass just has like the keybinds because I don't have a Stream Deck, and I just like do my little keybinds during the transition. I am thinking about getting a Stream Deck though, like genuinely. I know like the last time we talked about it, I was like, oh yeah, it's like, I believe the exact words I said were like, oh yeah, that's actually not that expensive. It's like the cost of one game. And then Crady was like, oh, that's so funny that you measure it in games because I measure that in food. And I was like, oh shit, am I, you know? Yeah. So this is the Fugi. We're fixing her up. If you remember the oh yeah, the group chat. Yeah. See, okay. So here's the thing. If you come to interact with me enough, I have an uncanny, too good of a memory, shall we say, for conversations and interactions, specifically. So my brain is, get this, it's Pokemon and conversations / like various interactions. God, I remember so many useless things. But yeah, okay, so we're fixing up the little guy here. And the thing is, no, this is the Fugi that I'm fixing up. This is also going to be an emote also, but like I kind of drew out the emote first, and then I was like, "Oh, we're doing that now," and I just zoomed out a little bit because like I think the Fugi, the emote cuts out at about like right here, so you just get like the yapping. It's like that, but yeah, and I'm gonna eat my rice cracker snack. So there will be some sadly ASMR crunching and but. But how have we been? It's been a hot minute. Like me, I know I've caught you in a few other people's chats. trying to find a way to not put this down. It's gross. What's happening? Oh my god! Thank you for the rain. What's up? What were y'all doing? Hello Kitty Island Adventure? That shit is pog. I haven't picked it up in a hot minute, but that shit is pog. But yeah, I'm glad to see y'all in. Your voice sounds cool. I follow. Thank you. Those would not be the words that I would have used to describe my voice. However, comma, I'm glad that people seem to enjoy it. You just got the game? Nice. Yeah. Okay. Like, listen, I haven't been able to play a lot because, like, I haven't been able to play a lot, but like, I know, like, for example, like Novazari, has been like very good about keeping up with it. But like, I am so happy to see that people are still like playing it. See, voice last 5 followed. Ooh, I guess I definitely have to check it out. I'm definitely someone who like, actually. Okay, I'll be real. I don't think I judge people too much on like voices like us. This is not something I never like registered. My favorite Sanrio character has to be Cinnamon Roll. And then, listen, my aesthetic is pink. However, Cinnamon Roll is my child, okay? Cinnamon Roll is my child. Me and Cinnamon Roll super. Ain't no way. That's kind of cool. That I guess I missed Cinnamon Roll's birthday in the game. It's okay. Next year. I'm gonna pump pudding girl. Nice. I have a friend who's also pump pudding. Anyways, oh, maybe I should introduce myself, huh? Whoops. Thanks so much for the follow. I'm DX. I stream games. I stream art sometimes. Tends to be more games. That's it. If only. Oh my god, I wish. Okay, in hindsight, I think I needed like an arm toggle for like thumbs up because I do that a lot in real life, and like obviously like I'm not a face cam streamer, but like it's a vibe. But yeah, if you want to hang around, we're gonna yap and fix up my fugi. If you need to yeet, also chill, also cash money. But yeah, it's been like a hot minute, y'all. I don't remember. I didn't label any of my shit, so I don't know what anything is. I did draw in the eyes, question mark. Did I? I hope, maybe, perhaps. I'm thinking, maybe I didn't. Fuck, I don't know. I guess I didn't. I was, like, trying this, like, I feel like, I don't know, catch a glimpse of some of the stuff that I've been working on occasionally, and that's the emphasis on occasionally. Like, I was playing around with this art. I was like watching this hair art tutorial to make it look kind of like glass candy, and I kind of like it. I'm gonna keep playing around with it. I'm gonna head to bed now. It's late for me, but see you around. Yes, head to bed. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a good night's sleep. Is this Procreate? Yeah, it is. I use Procreate. Maybe I should put that in my eventual FAQ once a debut happens. It is quite a common thing I get, I feel. The all caps. 1, I've been able to try because I don't have. that I've never been able to try. Oh my god, can I read, please? I like it. I like it. I mean, I would hope that I like it, but I do like it. Hold on, this. But yeah, I like. I think for me, it was just a matter of like, oh, this is just more like feasible for me because of like I already have the hardware. Um, you know. And I know there's technically a Clip Studio for the iPad, but like, you know, I saw like screenshots of it and I'm like, that shit does not look like the UI does not look optimized for like like an iPad tablet, right? So here I am with my limited layers. Oh, I did. I did draw the eyes. My ass did draw the eyes. I was just confused. Understood. I was like, damn, I have to draw that again? Ain't no way. Oh. Holy shit, you know. Okay, listen, hear me out. Okay. Like, these up here were like earlier doodles and iterations, okay? Like, they're going to go away once I'm done with like this guy and the Baymax. My ass is lazy. I don't like opening a lot of canvases. um, so here I am. But yeah. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. This is why I separated the line layer. Now that I'm done with the what's it called? The hair. The hair. Oh, maybe not that one. I was like I've been like working on like my keyblades in like my off time. And by my keyblades, I mean specifically the I mean specifically the keyblades for to be added later. So like I'm working on. It went straight up. I looked up and like the Alice in Wonderland keyblade, like just like falling straight down. And I was like, oh, okay, that's okay. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, yeah. Maybe. I don't know. What if I just change my mind and I hated all energy, you know? Anyways. But yeah, how have we been, chat? We haven't been able to yap since Monday. Can you believe it? It feels like way too long. But yeah, no, like I think if you were here like last or Monday, y'all know that like my sister was in town, but she flew back today. And I was like, I might as well, you know? It's been a hot minute. And if you also were here Monday, you also know. Oh, also, if you're also in the Discord, you know that I've like started a new job. And I would say it's been going good. I got to look at on Wednesday we took a team field trip to look at solar panels. Look at solar panels rotate, and that was cool. I said it to my sister. I was like, "Hey, look at this," and she like did not give a fuck. I was like, "Hey, look, can you believe this is time lapse?" Because like you know like they rotate like really slowly, right? So like basically we watch one the field text put it like set it into proper position because for some reason it wasn't like rotating properly. I don't know. I don't freaking know. And like So we got to like watch them like rotate to like basically flat as opposed to stowed position. And I was like, oh wow, like this is the because like a lot of it we were with like this like another like the skater team which handles more like more like I guess like closer to the data collection process, if you will. I think perhaps I don't really know. But like so we were looking at like lots of boxes and I'm like, man, I started here 2 days ago. I don't know what any of this shit means. But I did know enough about the solar panels to be like, okay, like no, the solar panels, that's kind of cool. And it was kind of cool to see them like rotate because like slowly throughout the day we did see them like rotate as the sun moved, you know, throughout the day. But like it was cool to see them like actually go like a full up, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna put this down into hair. And put this down also equally into hair. Being new at your job is like yeah. Luckily everyone's like super nice, but like man, it's a little bit. It's definitely stressful. Maybe I should name shit. But yeah, I don't know. I guess nothing really interesting has happened besides that. I am my okay. My work is near like my go-to boba lunch place, and it's like a problem, guys. But being like that, like that close to like a place, it is quite nice. It is quite nice. Favorite boba? Okay, hear me out. I am quite boring. I am quite boring. Whenever I try a new boba place, I always get their house milk tea because it's milk and it's tea. It is not that complicated. So I figured, you know, if it's called a house milk tea, you know, this should be something that they're good at. So that's how I judge a boba place, and that's usually my regular order. um, like my go-to boba place has like they have a very like nostalgic taste to their milk tea, so like it's my go-to every time. Oh, they should be good. Listen, they should be good at it. And I think like trying something like that like regularly at different places, like it gives like a good indication of like whether like they're good or not. You know, it's a good way to judge like places. I think to be like consistent. It's like a science experiment. Okay, it's like a science experiment. Um, Yeah, no, oolong's also a pretty good. Like if we go to like a place like, for example, like in university, there was one place whose like milk tea, whose like house milk tea was ass. Emphasis, ass. But like it was the only place that was like open kind of late. And after practice, my friends would be like, "Oh, let's go get boba," and now I'm like, "Okay." Um, and it was like it would be like the only place that was open that late, and even then we kind of have to like push the gas a little bit to like get there on time and not like to get there on time like reasonably and not be like assholes. And I would get if I was like, oh, I need to be up late, I would get there um okay, well, I guess I wouldn't get their oolong, but oolong's pretty good. I think I don't like oolong like in milk tea form, but I do like oolong like straight though. But like this place had Earl Grey milk tea, and I would get Earl Grey, which also places like don't always have. But yeah, Man, I'm looking up and down. Hold on. What if I just change the window? No. Okay, it's just something to do with the colors on my monitor. Pog. It has to be good on too for sure. Sometimes it tastes like a little bar. Yeah, yeah. Like I don't know. Like it's. I'm just like picky. Okay, I think that's my conclusion is that I'm picky with my milk tea. But yeah, I like. Or one thing I would also get at this specific place that like other places sort of have it, but like I haven't found a place that has it like I wouldn't say as good as, but like they don't have it like as like I don't like it, but it's like basically just like winter melon lemonade. And I would get it because like if it's like oh like I'm basically going to bed after this like the tea in like any like milk tea like keeps me up for like the whole night. I'm like really sensitive to caffeine. Mushroom melon lemonade. Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It is quite good. And if I want to like sweeten it up, instead of like sometimes I would get like boba and lychee jelly if I was feeling fancy. That's fun. Oh, do you guys want to hear a funny story though? A funny boba story though. Um, I'm trying to remember how old I was for this one. I had to be. This had to be before I went to college because I carried this receipt around me in college for a really long time just because it would bring me a laugh every time I saw it. But I was with a friend. I was at like my friend was having a party of some sort, and I wish I remembered what kind of party it was because there was a lot of group of people that like would not have otherwise been at this party. I feel, or maybe it was like a Thanksgiving thing. I don't know, but like all the kids were like, "Oh, I want boba," and I was like, and I was like, "Oh, like I could drive," because I think everyone's like wanting to swim or something, and I was like, my ass is not swimming. My in November, my ass is not swimming. Um, so I offered, and I'm friends with like the older and the younger the younger sibling. So like me and like the younger sibling went to like go get the boba order, and it was like I just had everyone. We passed around my phone and had everybody enter their boba order because that was just a lot easier to be like, "Hi, sorry, we have a big order, and here are all the orders." And someone like put in like quote extra boba. I don't know who this person was. I don't know what quote extra boba meant, but like we get to like the boba place, and they're like, "Wait, what do you mean by extra boba?" And I'm like, "Girl, I have no idea." I have no idea. And they're like, okay, I'm just gonna put like a regular amount of boba in. And I'm like, that's okay, like that's okay. Like I don't know what extra boba means either. Just because like I think like, extra boba is just like not like a thing that you like they like that store like did. It was just like an odd request. But yeah, and this receipt, and I felt so bad because we were still coming in and kind of close enough to closing where I just felt bad. Coming in with this like massive order, um, and like that receipt was long. Okay, that was a long ass receipt. It was kind of funny though. Like the receipt was like comically long. Okay, like this, it was something. Oh yeah. Also, I want to do a thanks to Misprint because apparently they gifted out a sub, but it was like on Tuesday, and I did not notice until like I started streaming. And I was like, "What do you mean?" I was I was confused. But like I am like guys, I am so bad at like following people on Twitch, especially post me streaming. Like I've been so bad about it. Like, oh my god, I think it was like last week. It was like Critic Log or I think it was Critic Log who was like going to be streaming. And I was like, oh, I want to check out their stream. I'm gonna do it. And one, I forgot. Two, I forgot that I wasn't streaming. I'm like, well, I look stupid now. I'm so lucky I get Discord pings. Twitch pings straight up don't work for me. Yeah, I know people like have issues with Twitch pings. My thing is that I'm super picky about what kind of notifications I want. So like on Discord, I basically opt out of everything. So if you don't see me active, if I'm in your so that I guess long story short, if I'm in your guys' Discord communities and you don't see me active, it's not because I don't want to interact with your Discord community. It's because I just don't do Discord. Period. I feel bad because I'm like, oh, maybe I should be active in my own community, but like I'm not. The song this summer, multiple years ago though. And that's so real. I love Discord. I straight up hate social media, you know. No, yeah, exactly. Check each other. But I do try to at least like check it like once every 2 weeks, you know? I try to check it once every 2 weeks. So I'm just not like, you know, completely out of it. Just only you. It's a little bit too dark. Once a fortnight. No, basically. Recent. No. Shit. Okay. There we go. Oh man, this song, I got how much of a throwback this song is. This song is like for the body roll girlies. If you know, you know. I will not clarify, and I will also not apologize. Turn off the sketch real quick. And maybe get to the right brush. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so Tuesday, guys. Last Tuesday. No, we gotta start earlier. The story has to start earlier. The proper context needs to be there. For Christmas. When the universe was first made. No, but so for Christmas, my sister and I got my mom Wicked tickets because Wicked was going to be in town, or like I guess like in theaters when. Oh, that's a note real quick from me. Okay. Like they were gonna pick in town when when my sister was going to be here for break, and obviously that was this past week. So we went to go. So we went to go watch, and oh my god, I forgot one like how quickly like how quickly everything goes. Like there's not a lot of dialogue. And like especially if like your like last exposure, if you've seen the stage play and the movie, um like obviously the last kind of thing, like you probably watched the movie more recently than the stage play, you know? And like oh god, just like you just kind of forget how much like not dialogue there is in the stage play. Like it goes the wizard and I straight into what is this feeling, you know? But okay, I guess this is a good way to I know. So like I always forgot. Like I never liked the second half of Wicked as much. I need to watch slash read Wicked. It's everywhere. Okay, if you're gonna read Wicked, just beware. There's a lot of the book is significantly darker than the stage play. Like to the point where I would say that the stage play was definitely inspired by the book, but like they're very different. Like they're very different. But yeah, no. So like I some of the discourse around Wicked, I know that like people were saying that like oh, Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Yeoh like really phoned it in. And I was like, did they though? I don't know. I guess Michelle Yeoh kind of phoned it in. No, Michelle Yeoh really phoned it in. Like Madame Morrible in like the stage play, she is like an eccentric, kooky authoritarian. Okay, like you know what I mean. She has thoughts and feelings that she expresses openly. Um, and like the wizard, he's just a kooky old man, you know, and that's kind of not the vibe that you get from Jeff Goldblum. And like the wizard has like a song called Wonderful where he's just like a kooky old guy, okay? Like like I think that's the best way to describe it. Like it's very much like you know if you know like the stage play or like the songs from Wicked, if y'all like in oh god, what's the opening song called? Anyways, in that opening song, there's like a little like bit where like was like the circumstances around her birth and conception were explained, and like it's this little like groovy 1900s ish like bit, if you will, and like it's like and the Wizards F2 song has that energy. And I'm like, I remember like after we watched it, I turned to my sister and I was like, "Yo, I'm worried for Wonderful. Like, I don't think that Jeff Goldblum's gonna be able to pull it off." And I was like talking to my uni roommate yesterday, and I was telling her my worries for Wonderful, and she was like, "Oh, but the wizard is supposed to be like a composed dude," and I'm like, "No, he's supposed to be a kooky old man." I know he sings. No, he. So the wizard sings "Sentimental Man" and also "Wonderful." He's just an old dude, you know. solution found. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. I'm worried. I'm a little bit worried because I found out this week that I actually enjoy the song Wonderful. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Um Argalinda was very like Gen Z humor, Gen Z like physical comedy. Was a fan. And it was really funny. Okay, so like we see Alphaba and Glinda like standing next to each other. I know, and I'm like, God, our Glinda is so tall. And then Fiero comes in, and Fiero is like two sizes, two the it's a height equivalent to two Alphabas, and I was like, God damn, Fiero's like a giant. And then I was like, wait, no. Actually, I think that our alphabet just might be short. But like, yeah, it was a little bit funny. Or like, or like, they were like doing like a some show for a charity at post like after the bows, and Alphaba apparently she's British, and I didn't notice it until she pointed it out herself, and I was like, huh, what do you know? But yeah, no, it was a good experience. But like, if you know me, you know that I am a dancer. And it would and I think this also pretty high like highlights pretty clearly the difference between me and my sister. At the end of Act One, there's Defying Gravity, but before Defying Gravity and I'm a Sentimental Man, it's oh shit, what's the song called? It's One Short Day, where it's just like Elphaba and Glinda hang out in the Emerald City, and you're like, wow, we're in the Emerald City. How cool. And what is happening? Pause, pause, pause. Um oh okay, interesting. Anyways, there was one dancer who was I saw she was wearing point shoes, which is super unusual for Broadway. And I was like, what the hell? That's so cool. That's so cool. And so I'm nudging my sister. I'm like, guys, I'm like, did you see the point shoes? And she's like, respectively, shut the fuck up. Let me enjoy the goddamn show. And I'm like, sorry. And then we talked about it during intermission. And she was like, I'm like, yeah, it's so cool because like the lighting, like there's always like a subtle green lighting on Elphaba. That's really cool. I don't think I noticed that the first time. Um, I'm like the point shoes were super cool, and my sister's like, yeah, I didn't notice any of that. I was just enjoying the music, and I was like, yeah. And then there's this cool like thing in like the blocking that I noticed in Act One versus Act Two. It was cool. I won't go into it too much, but like The Wizard and I is Elphaba's like I Want song. And she ends it in this in a certain pose, and then Alpha Bud's like new "I Want" song, or kind of like her. I wouldn't. It's not even an "I Want" song. It's like, but it gives the energy of an "I Want" song. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it, but like she ends it in like this in the pose that mirrors the "I Want" song, like the Wizard and I Want song, and I was like, damn, that's cool. That shit's cool. My sister didn't care. Like, I cannot explain to you. Like, I think that's the best way to explain the differences between me and my sister. But yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I found this other, I guess, like, one thing I'm debating on going to that's, like, in my town is this, I guess it's like a Naruto in concert thing, I guess. So it's similar to the Avatar one, but, like, it's Naruto, though. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun at the Avatar one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But I will say one thing about starting work that I'm thinking about. Like, I'm so used to just kind of like working on my own, kind of being like, I want to say, I just like not having to engage in like in office pleasantries, and now I have to do that, and I'm like, man, this is exhausting. So like my first day, my team was like, oh yeah, like let's go out to lunch, and I'm like, I don't, that was my response. That was my like reaction. I'm like, God, please no, um, God, please no, simply because I need time to like decompress. I didn't get that time to compress though, but it's okay. Here we are. I'm just a serial homebody. What can I say? God, me too. I don't know. I think it just, I don't know. Honestly, even in uni, I was very much a homebody. Like, towards the end, I was like, out doing shit. But like, I don't know. I'm just a serial homebody. What can I say? What can I say? Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I want that on. Being outside is expensive and tiring. Exactly. And not to mention the places that we were like, that they're like, oh yeah, like let's go to like Chili's, and I'm like, God, I don't feel good after I go to Chili's. Like, I wouldn't say like I'm like really self conscious about like my weight or my body, but like for lunch, I do prefer to keep it lighter, and like they're just kind of not a non salad light option at Chili's. but there is like an Asian bakery that I do like to like get food from, like near my work, and I tend to go like I go there for the for lunch. It's also next to a grocery store, so I can pick up some snacks, which is also nice. It's a very convenient location. Chili's is heavy, even appetizer. Yeah, exactly. And I hadn't been to Chili's since I was like a little kid. You can ungroup shit, huh? I today I learned, you know. But yeah, no. I did not remember how like heavy Chili's is. Um, it was I was just like I felt bloated for the rest of the day in like a not great way. I guess there is no great way. Is they're gonna have physics and that's not why there's many layers? No. There's a lot of layers simply because um it's because of the hair. It's because of the hair and then like the way I was like gonna out I was like outlining the hair and keeping shit separate. Um, so basically, um, hold on, let me. So this one is gonna has like one more layer than the other guys, basically, and that's strictly because of what I'm gonna do is like, mm, okay, so I'm gonna basically grab the GIF for like while I'm talking, and then I'm gonna get the images, the still images for like non-muted, non-muted, non-deafened, but not talking for deafened and muted, and that's just kind of like changing out like the eyes and like mouth and shit. But yeah, no, this shit is not get. It's not. This shit's not getting physics. Oh, I see. It's just a yeah, yeah. It's just basically set the fugi up. Once we get the fugi set up, we're going to do something kind of like how I did for my stand-in Baymax one, where oh pause, huh? What's going on? Oh, there's something wrong here, huh? Don't know what's going on. I don't know. Something was done incorrectly. Anyways, um, but like if you can see here, it's like there are like the images for later. And everything else kind of grayed out. Which, but so it's kind of good. I like it because if I see like once I'm like combining everything, if there's something that's like horribly incorrect, I can like go back and fix that kind of thing. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make so like that was kind of like a quick little doodle when I was still trying to figure out what my fugi to actually look like. Now I know what I now that I know what I want my fugi to actually look like. Um, we are gonna yeah, there you go. We're gonna make it more in like this style, like the bigger round head. Also, we just kind of have this one to the playlist on on shuffle, so it's good. We're gonna be bouncing it around from groups and vibes. I feel like none of my playlists have like a certain like vibe anyway, so I guess maybe that didn't matter. But yeah, I'm still working on Baymax Shuffle. We're just like at like the last stages of coloring it. My ass has just been a little bit lazy. Oh no. Shuffle's looking so good. Yeah, we're almost done with it. I can show you guys once we get more done with this. Will Crouch be on? Will Teabag be on? Listen, I'm debating between Teabag and Baymax Shuffle. Both are obviously going to be up on the Discord, but I think I'm waiting. I'm waiting a little bit. Oh my god. My hand keeps slipping. My hand keeps slipping. Help. Huh? I guess it doesn't have to be a clumping mess, but it's always... whatever, who cares? It's been done. Oh, we're gonna do something easy here. Easy and also equally lazy. There we go. Yippee. Is she yapping? Oh. Oh, sorry. Okay, now for the shirt. Oh man. Oh, see, I can also. I'm glad I did not combine the outline because I'm seeing something. There we go. No one's gonna notice, obviously, when it's like, oh my god, I was about to say introduction. My brain, when it's like, you know, being used, but it bothers me. Oh shit, big eraser. Don't be shy. Okay. But yeah, no, we'll see. I think Teabag might read better on Twitch, but I think Baymax Shuffle might be a little bit more iconic. Honestly, okay, listen. I feel like I have a lot of like Baymax related jokes, but it's strictly because of Fortnite and only a subset of people get it. But you know what? It's my channel. And even if you don't get it, it's still Baymax. No one's gonna notice. It's so powerful. Yeah. I do have to remind myself, no one's gonna notice quite often, but that does not help me, I feel. It's okay. We're just gonna keep powering through. The wild bit is that I have been working on my fugi since last weekend. And then I fucked up the combining layers shit because I thought I was done and good, and I was not. I just messed everything up for myself. And I was like, well, I guess I have to kind of start all over again. There was no way to salvage it. It was really upsetting. Hold on. I'm gonna disconnect this really quickly and fix something. Thank you, thank you. There we go. Oh, maybe not. There we go. There we go. It's like I'm basically just drawing the same thing, but like I don't know. And I was upset because I really liked how the hair turned out on the original one, but like it'd be like that. It's chill, I guess. There we go. No one's gonna notice it, but it makes me happy. I've been like, okay, so last night, Inkly hosted a like mix it up masterclass for her mods. Oh shit. What if we didn't? Pause, go back. GG. Okay, well, understood, I guess. So I was like trying to fix some stuff we're in the process of overhauling a little bit, but like I was trying to fix some stuff earlier today, and I hope it worked. If it didn't work, unfortunate, I guess. I think I configured it right. I was trying to configure like basically some of the channel point redeems, basically. Like I think like right now, like draw from memory and type racer are like, if you redeem it, like I had to be paying super close attention to chat, which for the most part I am okay with, but I definitely want like audio visual indicator for that. For if nothing else for me, because as we know, when I get locked in, I get locked in. So I think I did it, and then like I thought I configured it right one time. Then Inkly was showing us, how to do another thing, and I was like, well, I was showing us how to do it, but the correct way, and I was like, oh well, I fucked that up. So maybe I didn't do it correct even still. Your captions turned out really well. Thank you. I'm glad that it worked out. I was like really scared it wasn't gonna be working out well, but it seems to have worked. So that's a yippee from me. Thank you so much again for like setting that my way. I was like, I don't know. I was experiencing like information overload. You know, when you're like researching shit and it's like, oh god, I don't know. Yes, information overload. And that's generally what if there are any streamers out there who does not use Mix It Up and has thought about using Mix It Up, but then looked at Mix It Up. Yeah, I feel you. Mix It Up, stream moments, OBS. Ah, yeah. I do want to before uh like debut, I do want to kind of transfer everything over to mix it up, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Wait, group this first. Yeah, there we go. A lot of it's gonna be copy paste until we get to the ears, I feel. You know the girls. But yeah, I want to move away from, because right now I have like a hybrid. I have a hybrid approach. And I do want to be fully on mix it up. I think I will. I don't think I would be able to fully mix it up. Simply because like the chat widgets do tend to be I think it's stream elements. Um, but yeah, I'm hybrid too because Wordle is only stream elements. Yeah, yeah. Your Wordle though, your real Wordle thing is so much fun though. Like I don't participate a lot, but it is fun to watch people guess. I can't give up Wordle. For okay, maybe this is bad, but like I I'm going through just like training videos at work, and most of the training videos are kind of like, oh, you need to know like sort of how to use this system, but not really. So like as I've been watching, I've low key been like playing Balatro on my phone. Well, but I'm passing all the quizzes though, so I'm like I'm not like not paying attention, but like it's like a micro thing, you know. I've been like playing specifically the deck that's like only like two suits because that is the most brainless deck. I do not put any thought into it. Thereby it being a micro whatever you call it, micro attention action thing, whatever it's called. I don't remember, but like it's been working. Oh, there's also Suika. There's Suika also. Hmm. Who knew? I was like thinking of like maybe like adding Wordle also, but then I was like, I feel like my art layout's already a little bit too cluttered. So here we are. You do play a lot against me, fair. Yeah, also true. And that's kind of like one of the reasons why I hesitate to like emphasize that I do art because I I think compared to a lot of people that we tend to raid or like I guess like mutuals also like I definitely do play more games than I do art. Let's do it. But yeah. I had a okay. So the thing is, I had a thought The thought left my mind, and now I've been trying to remember what that thought was, and I cannot. Those little guys walking around some streets too. Yeah, those also are very fun. And I was looking into like something like that for like art streams, but then I'm like, I don't do art streams enough to justify this. Stream avatars, that's what they're called. I do love myself when I do love myself a good stream avatars little widget. They're just so cute. Unfortunately, y'all are stuck with the art on my on the screen and my voice and nothing else. There is no Subway Surfers, sadly. It's okay. Not true. True. Perfect timing. I am quite excited to add like the other keyblades. It hit off screen. Ain't no way. I will say. Okay. Here's a thing that I'm thinking about because as we know, I am thinking about like slowly adding all of the keyblades, right? And then right now, I just kind of been like sketching them out because it's been like a brain empty activity for me. Um, do we? And for and as we know, 368 days over two is next in our slideshow. Do I add the Organization 13 members' weapons in the Keyblade pool? Because I have them drawn out. I have them drawn out. I am in the process of giving them color. Because obviously 368 Days Over 2 is a DS game, so all the assets for references are so tiny that you cannot, it's so hard to see any detail. That's kind of where my brain is with that, in regards to that. But no, like honestly, I think the hardest part of that, it's actually just like it's like it's not like getting the shape and like the sketch correct. It's more like the drawing, like rendering it. I think that's been like the most like kind of annoying part for that bit. But like right now, I have like all my references for all the keyblades that will be added eventually. And oh my god, guys. I these goddamn Birth by Sleep keyblades. These goddamn Birth by Sleep keyblades. Hold on, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Name S. Up. Rename also. Up. S. There we go. Okay. So we have this Keyblade. And as we all know, by this point, I gave up on drawing the keychain because I hate drawing the chains. This is a little bit more unique, but like I hate drawing the chains. So this one, of course, has like 2 sets of chains. And I'm like, what the, why? Who? And not only that, okay? Not only that, but this one called Also S also has the goddamn chains. And it's like it was a little bit lower res, so it was like harder to like pick out details. But like, huh? Why? All caps, why? But yeah. I got the Birthplace Keyblades done. Got Kingdom Hearts 2 Keyblades done. Ultima Keyblades are really annoying to draw. Putting that out there. These were going to be Keyblades originally. Now they're not Keyblades because the assets are so tiny. But we have here's like Axel. I drew like the shield. I understand these look like copy and pasted, but I did put a lot of labor into this, guys. I put a lot of well, no, maybe not that one, but I did put a lot of work into like into these. I think this one you could definitely tell most. It's like very much like, you know. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways. I guess there's a little bit of insight. So much work, so much. I know, and I'm like, I really don't need to be going into this much detail, but I am. Oh, hold on. I'm refraining from hunking more keyblades. There we go. Okay. I'm always trying to remember how I want this to go, and I think I want the darker one to be on bottom. Hi, Buck. Welcome back. How was lunch? Maybe a smaller eraser would help. Had meat on chips? I don't know what that means. Me and my American ass does not know what that means. I know fish and chips, but I know fish and chips are British. Me, but like, what does the on mean though? That's like the part I'm not. It's meat, comma, on chips. I think it's the on. I think it's the preposition of on that is confusing me. Oh no, I know what we do have the internet at our fingertips, don't we? Huh? Fries to portfolio. Okay, thank you for dumbing it down for my American ass. And gravy. Okay, understand. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Oh man. No, but that does sound good. That sounds good. That's making me hungry, but it does sound good. Drop it. I've been like trying to convince my mom to like do a summer trip to Australia because she always complains about how bad the heat is here in the summer. And now I'm like, well, do you know where it wouldn't be hot? Do you know? um, and my mom, every time I bring it up, acts like we would be going, like, staying out, like, in the outback. And I'm like, okay, but, like, like, the Sydney Opera House, though. This is something that my mom would love to see, okay? I'm like, Mom, come on. Every time brings up, it acts like we're going to be staying, like, in the middle of the outback. Every single time. But my mom's like, yeah. I think we were talking today. I was bringing my sister as we were coming back from dropping my sister off at the airport, and she was just like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I want to visit like New Zealand. And I'm like, well, like I want to visit New Zealand too, but like I'm just saying it's a viable option because everywhere like Asia is too hot. Um, we like always do Europe if we're gonna go out of like country, you know, like it's variety. All the cities are on the coast because it's not desert. That's what I've been telling my mom. Which brings up a question that I am just remembering. At what point is something too big to be considered an island? Because my mom in the car kept on being like, "Oh, the island of Australia," and I'm like, "Okay, but at what point do you not call it? At what point do you call a landmass that's surrounded by water not an island?" You know? And if there's a definitive answer, I would love that. But like, because like obviously you would call it a small landmass surrounded by water an island, but like like you wouldn't say like the island of Eurasia, right? Like, I don't know. Uh, Size. Okay. Questions answered. I want to say the huge bugs. My mom does not want to see the huge bugs. But she's always like, "Oh yeah, there's like so many like dangerous animals in Australia," and I'm like, "My guy, like there's not gonna be like yeah, we're gonna have to deal with like some bugs, but we're not gonna be like in the outback though." See, I'm not super familiar with the geography of Australia either. I just know that a lot of the cities are on the coast because the middle of the country sounds like not fun to live in. And that's about all I know about Australia. Australian geography, that is. Sorry, I'm eating my little rice cracker snack. The Green Coast is over 200 miles wide. Damn. Like Australia is definitely one of the places that I want to visit. Like I know that plane ride from the U.S. is gonna be actually ass, but I don't know. It's definitely somewhere I want to visit before. Okay, noted. Noted. It's green but not cold enough for snow. I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm also curious. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh man, did I draw on the same layer again? Boom. What a throwback. What a throwback. Yeah, it can get pretty warm in the summer, far from desert climate. Yeah, makes sense. Like, I just always thought it would be a good, like, oh, we'll see how that works. I don't want to redraw this all. Out of control. I don't know. My mom's always complains about like how hot it is here, so like I always thought like it was just a good idea. You know, maybe a good chance to visit somewhere new and not die of heat. Not sure what close proximity would be here. South is too um swampy, jungly, and California. Yeah, California could be quite bad. It was actually so funny. So like over the summer, I went or over the end of spring, beginning of summer kind of era season. Oh, hey, what you doing? Hi, what you doing? You okay? Um, so I was there like 1 week, and then I was back the next week kind of situation, and I literally I went to see I crashed a family vacate my friend's family's family vacation basically. We were supposed to see her senior dance performance, but then like you know the protests were happening, so the school shut down, so then the performance shut down, right? And so instead, like all the plans were already made, so like I just ended up crashing what ended up being just a regular ass family vacation, and it was like hot. So the next week, I was like, oh, like it's gonna be like similar weather, bro. It was so cold when I got the next week. I was like, what happened? It was so cold. And for why exactly? Okay, we are so close to being done with the hair ornament. I do regret in some ways at having this part of my design because I think I hate drawing this part of the design for my little guy. But here we are, nonetheless. I know it's like unnecessary maybe to have this many layers, but I just prefer to have it to like in case I fuck stuff up. I think that I in some ways wish I think it's the fact that I've drawn my character a lot that I'm like I'm sick and tired of the color palette. You know, it's like one of those situations. At some point, I love this color palette. Okay, let's see if we can just like move this whole ass thing up. Because I don't want to again, you know? Hold on, what if I turned off snapping and magnetics? Okay, fuck. Is there any bit that we can salvage? I at least have the okay, fuck. I thought I can click a mask clear. I cannot. Okay, well this is gonna be fun. We're just gonna I guess do it all over again. Okay, I'm gonna take a look-see. Oh, it's slower. Oh shit, okay. I guess like I I will be showing her this graphic. Cause she kept on in the car. She just kept on saying the island of Australia, the island of Australia, and I'm like, Mom, like, I think it's too big to be considered an island. Like, yeah, it's a massive land surrounded by water, but yet again, we don't say the island of North America. You know, like, I'm like, come on. Yeah. It's almost as tall as it is wide. Yeah, and that's like kind of, I guess like, oh, that's erasing. That explains a lot. Like, I don't know, because I just never like realized like how big Australia is. Um, because like on the map, I've always kind of assumed that like, oh, like Australia, like it's like the map distortion, you know. I so I always thought it was a little bit smaller than it appears like on like counting certain maps. But yeah, the population difference is crazy. Yeah, I mean, and that definitely makes sense. Like we do have like they just like the population does not exist in the middle of the country for obvious reasons. I can't believe I have to draw the hair ornament again. Yeah, because the big desert in the middle. Haha, imagine living in a desert. Can't be me. Anyways. Anyways. Yeah, no, California's. I mean, like California's definitely populated. Yeah, like there's also like San Diego, which is not like as deserty, you know. I will say that Wednesday, I mean, let's go see the power, the. Well, neither customer. That's so true. But Wednesday when we went to go see the solar plates, um, I was about 4.5 hours away from California. And by California, I mean like LA, as opposed to 6. It was kind of far out. Like there's someone in my on my team who like apparently everybody on the team's like relatively new. Um but like he moved, he's like from Texas. Um and he kept on talking about like, oh, it's only like X miles away. And I'm like, my guy, one thing you gotta know about living here is that we do not measure distance in terms of miles. We measure distance in terms of time. Yeah. I should not be this tired. I took a migraine nap. Oh. God, I'm like in 3 hours in New York City, which not, no, which is bad. Okay, nice, nice. Yeah, I feel like in terms of like distance away from New York City, you absolutely have to calculate that in terms of like time. Like I remember when I was looking at colleges, I was looking at Grinnell College. That's Grinnell with a G, not Cornell. Grinnell, um, and it's in Iowa, and it's where my dad went for undergrad. So we like went to go look at it, and we drove into Chicago because we were then going to look. Well, no, I think we were just going into Chicago because we were flying out from Chicago, and then we were. I have like a good family friend, who now has a son, um, who lives there. So we went to like like go visit her, but like oh my god, bro, I just remember that traffic. Like there was like freeway closures and like a crash. I remember that traffic into the city just being ass. Also, my mom got these like I think Smarties are my favorite candy. My mom got like Smarties for the road and would not let me have one. It was sad. I haven't heard about Smarties in ages. No, yeah, Smarties are absolutely my favorite candy for, I guess, reasons. Clear, clear, and just replay. Like I remember when I was in uni in my first year, my mom would when she would send me stuff, she would also just like include like Smarties. Um, it was great. I'm on coast 3 hours from the other coast. Oh, okay, okay. So is that like so? Wait, are you New Zealand or Australia? I can't freaking remember. I'm so sorry. New Zealand. Okay, okay, okay. I need to look at a map of New Zealand. Like, does my brain remember what this looks like? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. This It's not a bad drive. I mean, 3 hours does not sound that bad. I feel like one thing I'm really bad about. So I have a great memory for like conversation, but when it comes to shit like, okay, I am from this location and here's my birthday, that shit is not retained in my brain apparently. And there's like nothing I could. There's like it's always so much I could do about it. And I think that's part of what made like history class in school so freaking hard. Because it's just names and dates, and I'm like, ugh, God, names and dates, names and dates. Oh my God, I thought we were selected. In no way. There we go. Oh yeah, very scenic over the mountains. Mm. I know like New Zealand's always like very pretty and like kind of known for like being pretty. If you stop at Tapakio, we'll come try to get. Wait, huh? I need to look at what. Oh, they look a little bit silly. They look a little bit silly goofy. These guys look a little bit silly goofy. I don't know why I was envisioning like a mammal. These guys look silly goofy. But yeah, no, I believe that. I fully believe that. Looking for snacks. Me too, though. We're gonna. Here we go. No. Silly Goofy with can opener for a face. He kind of does though. Bro does have a can opener for a face, huh? I don't know. There's just so many like. They look like Auto. He's this guy. I just have him up on the second monitor. He just looks so silly. Looks so silly. I do want to get this thing done though. Okay. Oh, wait, no, we just have the ears left though. That's actually not that bad. Choke. No one's gonna notice. Who cares? Oh man. My sister and I started watching New Girl again. I forgot how funny that show is, low-key. There we go. There we go. I feel like grabbing the colors might be a little bit irritating, but it's fine. It's chill. Ooh, the iPad's getting a little bit hot. I'm feeling a lag. Believe it or not. Oh, do you know what's wild to me? Okay, actually, I don't know how many people are interested in this, but because I feel like the crowd that comes to watch me do art is different from the crowd that watches me to play games. But um, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct is upon us, and I think the fact that it is upon us is wild and crazy. Like it feels kind of like yesterday that we got confirmation that it's real. Switch 2, exactly. I'm excited. Like my ass will be watching it silently from work probably. Unless it's like at a time before work where I can like maybe boot up stream, but I don't know. There we go. Grab that, turn this back on. But I don't know. I think it's probably gonna be like in during the day though. I don't know. Pokemon Direct was convenient. I was able to stream that one. Hold on. All right, we're good. Oh man, it's getting so hot. Whoops. Oops, whoops, 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 whoops. Oh my god, I can feel that we're getting close to being done with this. Will you be getting a Switch 2? Yes. Eventually. Honestly, I think a lot of it depends on launch titles. Like, if the launch titles are kind of not something that, like, I'll be, like, too interested in. Like, for example, like, I know Breath of the Wild was a launch title. Like, what were the Switch launch titles? Like, for example, like, the Switch launch titles were, like, what, 1, 2, Switch, Just Dance, Breath of the Wild were, like, the big ones, I guess. Because, like, there were other ones, but these were pretty, like smaller, you know? And, like I'm not like a Zelda girly, so like if it's like a similar lineup, like I might like similar lineup in the sense of like, oh, like I'm just like not that interested in these titles. That would be a pass from me. But what game would you buy it for? If it's Pokemon, I would buy it for Pokemon. If it's like um oh, how confusing. How confusing indeed. Um I think if it's Pokemon, I would. If it's Splatoon, I would. If it's like a new 3D Mario, I would. And like those are all pretty likely to happen, I would say. So maybe I will be, but it really does depend on like the launch titles. Where are these marks coming from? Please, someone explain. Oh, okay. But yeah, I don't know. What about you guys? What launch titles would compel you to purchase one? Upside. Like if it's another Smash Bros, I would not be purchasing. God, I don't know. Like I don't know. I think the launch titles have to be pretty good for me to purchase. I am eager just to see what like titles. Well, I guess actually no, never mind. Because I think we kind of know that Mario Kart is gonna be um a launch title. I feel, or we don't know yet, but we have like a strong suspicion. I think I would purchase it for the new Mario Kart. But yeah, I did see that it has 24 people, which is insane. And I know this meme's been going around, so this is like maybe the least original thing to say about 24 people Mario Kart, but like Baby Park, it's already so chaotic. I know. I haven't played Mario Kart in a hot minute, guys. How would y'all feel one day if we did like a Mario Kart stream, but like with viewers? Is that something that we as a community would be interested in? I feel like that would be fun. Like I'm just trying to find stuff to tide us over until you would refer. Okay, okay, okay. I'm just trying to find stuff to kind of like tide us over until debut happens. Good news though. Okay, I'm gonna promote her. But like so, Owls, if she has debut coming up at the end of the month, super exciting for her. I think she said March 30th. Hold on, let me check. Let me check the day specifically, because my ass doesn't know. This is where I used to live in California. That's so funny. Let me find. I was right. March 30th. March 30th. Um, late for the East Coast. It's like 5 p.m. my time, which would be like. Actually, no, I guess it's like only 8 p.m. East Coast time. So yeah, it's happening soon for her, and she's been like working super hard, like on debut stuff. She made a lot of her own assets. It's I don't know any of this. I'm just relaying public information that she has said publicly on the internet before, but that's very cool for her. I'm very excited for her. Yeah, it's gonna be quite soon for her. Oh, what? But like she on her Discord has like quite a lot. Has like shared like her like checklist for debut, and it's been like Oh my god, she's putting so much work into it. It's like insane. Like it's like I know it's gonna like pay off for her too. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for her debut. I'm excited to sit and observe and watch her hard work pay off. Oh man, we are so close to being done with this. It's just in the mouth after this, which is no copy and paste, which is Pog. It's my fiesta. Whoop. Um. Nah. Okay. Debating on stuff. Oh shit. There we go. And group all this. Mix. Good enough. We'll see if I'm able to just like move it into the correct position. Sounds like a no. We're just gonna fix it real quick. Ooh, gotta fix that outline too real quick. Ah. I guess this would make sense. I didn't notice it when the hair wasn't colored in like outline color. Okay, that's as good as we're gonna get, huh? Oh my god, we were so close. Huh? Hello? There we go. I'm so sad this group is disbanded. Did go with the flow. All right, just the mouth. Look at her go. Look at her go. She yapping. I'm trying to figure out what mouth color I used. She yapping. Hold on. I have to like go check something quick. Supersonic. Show me right now. Oh, here we go. I have to do this to grab it, huh? Okay. It's already got the colors for the mouth. Okay. Here we go. La la la. Boom. There we go. She yapping. Look at her go. Look at her go. That's like the speed that we would have her for the fugi, and then maybe a little bit sped up for the emote. Like, hold on, how? Maybe like that for the emote. She just yapping though. She's talking away. She's talking the day away. Look at her go. Look at her go. And bring it back down to 5 though. Maybe 6 actually. Yeah, we're gonna keep it at 6. Alrighty, that's it for me on my end. Oh wait, no, I showed you. I was gonna show you guys Baymax Shuffle, huh? Yeah, okay, here we go. Honestly, we can maybe finish Baymax Shuffle. I don't know. Wait for it to come back up. There we go. Here's Baymax Shuffle, guys. He just needs to be colored a little bit. But this is like such like a brain empty thing. Yeah, look at him go. This is like, okay, like in Fortnite, if you just kind of like button mash, like WASD, if he does it, yeah, like the character will do this little like shuffle. This is the shuffle. Look at him go. Look at him go. Yeah, exactly. I will do it often in game and I'm just like frustrated. Okay, now I think I had to step away from it because I was like frustrated with like the highlights. But now that I'm looking at it and I've had time away from it, it doesn't frustrate me as much. Okay, I guess I'll be working on this next. Maybe off stream though, because it's like a turn on new girl, don't pay it, and like not really paying a lot of attention to this. Alrighty, that sounds good. I wanna say more. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, guys. Who do we raid? Who do we raid?